Hey, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Sammy Hegab, your host. I'm just gonna check if we're live on YouTube at the moment and then we'll pick up. So let's just see. The sound is coming
Hey,
out.
ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters.
Okay, looks like we've got a live stream on YouTube at the moment. So I'm going to give you a quick update. It's been a while now, over a month. Me and Tamkin, in the beginning of August, we made a challenge. Actually, just before the end of July, we set the challenge to lose sufficient weight to drop down to 80 kilos. So for me, I was 106 or just over 106, and I challenged Tamkin that I will get to 80 kilos or below 80. In fact, what I did say is I was going to lose 20 kilos within a month. Now, I set the target quite high because of past experience. When I was in my 30s, I gained a lot of weight. I was over 130 kilograms, something like 135 or something like that. I became very sick and tired all the time. I had lots of health issues, and I said enough is enough. And I put down this challenge for myself when I was in my 30s, and I managed to lose 50 kilos within 2 months. So it did work for me in the past. Now, I didn't manage to lose that. I didn't lose 20 kilos, but Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah for giving me this opportunity and helping me and giving me this motivation to carry on. And I managed to drop something like 16 kilos within August. Now, August was 31 days, so it wasn't exactly 30 days. So, 15, 16 kilos in a month is okay. Alhamdulillah for that. And Tamkin, I believe he lost a few kilos himself. He didn't hit the 80 kilo mark, but he did get close to 85 to 84, which is what his average weight's been for a couple of months. So he needs to work on that. He needs to pull his socks up, and if he's listening right now, he needs to pull his socks up and start making that commitment to drop his weight in September. So what I decided with Tamkin, since none of us have actually won the competition, to actually keep going until one of us reaches 80 or goes below 80. So if I go to 79.9 and Tamkin is 80, then I win. And if Tamkin gets to 80 first, then he's the winner. And the winner has to pay, or sorry, the loser has to pay to charity, has to contribute. We set a small amount, a small financial sum of £100. It's not a huge amount of money. And Tamkin is a trustee in a charity. In fact, he's involved in a number of charities. I'm involved in a number of charities as a volunteer. I'm not a trustee yet of any charity, but maybe, inshallah, God willing, I might set up my own charity because I'm not 100% confident and happy the way some of these charities operate. Unfortunately, I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm not 100% happy about their operation and their operation costs and so on, and justifying certain costs and so on. So I want to do something that is 100% donation policy, 100% to the cause, whichever the cause is, whether it's for human rights or anti-human trafficking or feeding the poor or providing housing and so on. I want 100% of the funding to go to the cause. I don't want to have any cost being deducted in any way, or money to fund salaries. I don't believe people that are trustees or working for charities or non-profit organization should earn a single penny from that. I know it's legal to do that, but I don't feel it's the correct way to go. And I have digressed a little bit from the purpose of this stream, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that as I'm going. So yeah, the purpose is if one of us wins the competition, then he doesn't have to contribute to the charity, but the loser would contribute £100. And inshallah, after that, we'll set up other challenges to encourage people to also follow the footsteps, not to say, oh, look at him, or I'm not trying to boast or say, oh, Tamkin is an amazing guy, or I'm doing amazing work. I don't want that. I don't want anyone to praise me for whatever I do. In fact, this should be done in secret, but I decided to open up and share some of the things I do to inspire others to follow the footsteps. So if you do have a YouTube channel, you might not be able to do exactly what I'm planning to do, which is to contribute all the revenue from the channel to the causes, to charities and so on. So you can say, well, I'm going to just donate 10% or 20%, whatever you can afford from the revenue from my YouTube or any business. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're starting up a company, I will help you with that, inshallah. I will share some of my experience and some of my knowledge in setting up companies and turning a revenue and making a net profit within the first year and so on. I will teach you these strategies free of charge. There's no cost. I'm not selling you a course or anything like that. However, what I do want you to do is to make the commitment that when you do make any money, whether it's £1, whether it's £10 of profit, contribute at least £1 from that. So at least 10%. Give 10% charity. And if you feel that 10% is too much, then at least commit to giving at least 5% of your revenue to charity. Okay, I'm not telling you to give 100%, at least give 5%. I think that is something that is achievable for everybody. Everybody can consider as if it's a tax from the government and give it to a noble cause, because giving it to the government is not going to go anywhere, unfortunately. I mean, you've seen how corrupt the British government is, how corrupt most Western governments are, how corrupt even the Middle Eastern countries are, and African countries and so on. Corruption is rife across the whole world. So there's no one country that is corrupt. The whole world has become corrupted. So you have to take the initiative in your own hand. You have to become a proactive Muslim. If you're a Muslim, if you're non-Muslim, just become a proactive human being and live your purpose to serve others. Don't think about your problems. Focus on other people's problems, and all your problems will be taken care of. All your problems will go away. Believe you me, it's tried and tested. I've been through this journey myself, and that's why I'm talking to you with confidence. If you do exactly what I tell you right now, if you contribute a percentage of your revenue, even if before you become a millionaire, before you become a billionaire, you don't have to wait until you've made it big and you've got Google or whatever company, a large company, a blue chip company. You don't have to wait until that. Start from zero, from pennies. You make a penny profit, make a commitment. The next penny you're going to give it to charity. Just make that part of your philosophy. Make it part of your mission statement in your business, okay? And believe you me, doors will open for you. Opportunities will open, okay? In Arabic it says, whoever's God conscious, Allah will open a way for him and provide him from places he least expect it. So if you're thinking your risk or your sustenance or your revenue or your profit or your income is from certain source, from your job or your business, Allah will open other doors, other opportunities. He'll make everything easy for you. He'll bless you in your business. He'll give you barakah if you build it into your business strategy that you are, going to serve this particular purpose. And instead of focusing on destructive actions, whether it's taking revenge against someone that broke your heart or destroyed you or cheated you or whatever, abused your trust in some way, instead of focusing on that, focus on something positive, like for example the refugees. I'm not talking about I mean, I know if you're blonde hair and blue eyes and you're Ukrainian, European, all of Europe will open their arms and welcome you. You go to any airport in Europe, you see welcome to Ukrainians, refugees, and so on. But I'm talking about the refugees, the Syrians, the Chinese people that are being persecuted because they're Muslims, the Rohingya, the Bangladesh, whatever. All over the world, people are being persecuted. All over the world, there's refugees, there's poverty, extreme poverty. There are people that don't have any, not even, forget about food, water, just clean water. They don't even have clean water, and they're forgotten. It's easy to just flick the channel and ignore what goes on in the world. But you have to be God conscious. You have to fulfill your purpose in life, which is to serve others. Your mission here is to serve. You're a servant. Once you realize that, then everything else in your life will become easy. You are here as a servant. You're not here to fulfill your own selfish desires, not to accumulate wealth. And at the end of the day, when you die, you're not going to take anything with you. So make it your mission. If you see anything positive that I'm doing, try to replicate, try to do better than me. I wish you all success. If you're living that purpose, I will help you. I will help you reach more heights than I've ever reached. And I've made a fortune and I've lost a fortune, very quickly. And I've learned from it. Okay. Because these are all expensive lessons. Losers, they give up when they fail, when they trip over once. That's it. They say, well, I'm not cut out for it. If they try a diet and it doesn't work, they say, oh yeah, maybe I'm big boned, maybe it's in my genetics, maybe I've got fat genetics, and they give up. They don't continue. But the successful people, the winners, they don't give up. They learn from their mistakes. They adapt, they change, they try different things. Yeah, they don't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I spoke to a lot of friends and family members about this, where they are always wishing to make a lot of money, or wishing or dreaming about losing weight. And when I tell them, you have to try something different, you have to do something different. If you're not happy about your job and you're in a dead-end job and you feel that you're not making enough money, and you're complaining about the company that you're working for the past 20, 30 years of your life, and they're not appreciating you, and you thinking that somehow by dreaming that you will become a millionaire somehow, or you'll become more financial, or financially independent and so on, by continue working for that same company, by continue doing the same job, you're absolutely wrong. This is madness. It's not going to happen. You have to do something different. You have to maybe do a course. You have to, do some training, maybe apply for other companies, put your CV out there, see how the market values you. Someone's got 20, 30 years experience in a particular field, whether it's in transportation, logistics, import, export business, kitchen, design, whatever it is, even a restaurant. You've been working in a restaurant for 20 years. You worked in Tesco's or Asda in a supermarket for so many years. Put your CV out there, say, well, this is what I've done. I've become a team leader, or become a manager in a supermarket. Maybe there could be another supermarket that's prepared to give you another 10, 20% more in income. So always put yourself out there and see how the market values you. Okay. But always look at trying to improve your skills. Learn about new things. I mean, recently I did a course in mental health. What's mental health got to do anything with software development? What's mental health got to do anything with, investing in the stock market, doing business? It has everything to do with that, because if your mind is healthy, if you understand exactly how your mind works, and you can communicate with all sorts of people, you will improve yourself and become a better businessman or woman. You improve yourself and you become a better software engineer. You understand you need your mental health, it's important, and your physical health, so you can perform better, so you can solve problems. Software engineering is all about solving problems. It's all about finding a problem and solving it, creating a solution through software. That's what development is all about. Software engineering is all about solving problems. That's most of the work that I do as a software engineer, as a consultant. I have an IT consultancy business, and that's what I do. I get contacted from a client. They say, well, we have a problem. We need this solution. Could you help us with this problem? That's what it is. We're problem solvers. That's all it is. But you need your health. You need your mental health and your physical health to perform better. And you need the mental health and your physical health to also worship Allah. To serve Allah, you need your health. There's a hadith by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, a strong Muslim is far better than a weak Muslim. A strong Muslim is not someone that's, spiritually strong only, or someone that's muscular. It's not about that. It's multidimensional. It's holistically stronger health-wise, stronger mentally, stronger education-wise. Wisdom. He's got knowledge. He's got knowledge up here. He's not empty. He's not like an empty vessel like most people. They're empty vessels. They're not educated. And they say silly things like ignorance is bliss. The most important thing in life is money, making money. That's why they're still poor. Because the rich people and the successful people do not focus on money. They focus on solving problems. They focus on serving. Think about any business. Just think of any business. Think of McDonald's even. Think of any business that you can think of. It's all about finding a problem and creating a solution. People want quick food, fast food. They want something quick. I know it's junk food and it's unhealthy and all that stuff, but they solve that problem. We will serve you a meal within, say, 5 minutes. You don't have to, wait until get the best burger. Yes, you're going to get junk food, genetically modified food and all that stuff is going to be detrimental to your health, but people want speed. They don't have time. They want to have a quick breakfast, quick lunch. They don't care about the damage, the long-term damage of their life. Yeah, that's what they're promoting, fast food. So that's a solution they came up with. McDonald's, for example, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and so on. Now, you can think of other things like, Facebook, social networking. What's that about? Connecting the people, making connections. People want to make connections. There's a problem. People are not connected. They want to make them more connected. You want to be able to now make connections all around the world. You want to connect with people like-minded to you, have the similar interests as you. Whatever it is, that is what they focus on. They find a problem in the market and they create a solution. And if that solution can benefit a large amount of people, they make a lot of money. You make billions. If it's a small amount of people, if you have a restaurant and you're serving the best burger in the world, sure, it might be expensive. It might be like £10 a burger, or for a meal or whatever. How many people are going to order? You might get a small market that people that are health conscious or whatever, and they want something that's really cooked well and all that stuff. Yeah, you might capture a little bit, but you're not going to serve millions. Yeah, so you have to think of something that you will do that will serve large volume of people. The bigger the market that you serve, the more money you'll make. That is what it's all about, right? But you shouldn't focus. What I'm saying to you now, don't focus on just making money. Focus on serving people, even if you're not making money, even if you just break even. You are fulfilling your obligation, your purpose in your life, which is to serve. Educate, write a book. Write a book about something. You got some knowledge up here, share it with the world. The world will appreciate you. People will know what's in here. The market will start valuing you. People will start contacting you and say, well, yeah, we'll really appreciate this free education. We'll really appreciate, your kindness and sharing this knowledge with the world, but we want to hire you as a consultant now. We want you to come in and help us, manage our business. We want to appoint you on the board of directors with us. Believe you me, this is sort of things that happen to me. So I'm telling you from experience, if you do that, if you share with the world with an open heart and not think about what's in it for me, the world and the market will value you more. It will appreciate you and it will value you more. And this is why this whole thing behind the challenge, the health challenge, is you set a goal in your life. And it can be anything. It can be like, I'm going to walk 100 miles over 10 days. Every day I'm going to walk 10 miles. You set a goal and you achieve it. You don't quit until you achieve it. And it's exactly the same thing what I said to Tamkid the other day. I said, listen, our challenge was only for 30 days. Our challenge was only until August, but I didn't achieve 80 kilos. You didn't achieve 80 kilos. So we're going to keep going. Just like in football, You know, if there's a match between two players, you know, two football teams, and at the end of the match, none of them have scored a goal. Then they go to like, you know, extra time and then a penalty kick out, and then yeah, there has to be a winner at the end. Okay, and that's what I've told Tamkin, and that's what I'm telling you as well. When you set a goal, yeah, keep working at it. Don't set a time. You set a time limit. Obviously, you want to achieve it within, say, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. You know, a good, you know, amount of time to achieve whatever goal is, whether it's to build a business or whatever. And then, if you don't achieve that goal within that period, just keep going. If you don't do it in 5 years, do it in 6 years. So what? Just an extra year to hit your target. Keep going. Don't quit until you achieve your target. Okay? I told that to Tamkin the other day, and I'm telling you as well. So let me just, because I've kept on going a bit, and you know, this is unedited and it's live stream and so on. So yeah, do advise me. But what I want to do just now, I want to share my current weight. It's not, to be honest with you, it's not my current weight exactly, because today is the 8th of September. I took my weight yesterday morning after Fajr, and I'm going to just share it with you. Hopefully it should appear on the screen shortly. There you go. So on yesterday, 7th of September, I was 89.25. I did go for a very, very long walk, about 3 hours of walking yesterday. And I did about, let me see now, just over 3 hours today. Unfortunately, I had a little incident when I was just crossing the road. I was running very quickly. Those cars coming very fast. And halfway through, I don't know what happened exactly, but my ankle got twisted or something went wrong or something got ripped. I'm not sure. And I just kept going, obviously, to survive and not get, you know, trip over or get hit by a car. And I just kept running on the injured leg. And later on, my ankle got a bit swollen and it's very painful. Even though I've got pain now, but I'm trying to persevere a little bit. And if it gets worse, then maybe I'll go to hospital to see what's wrong with my right foot. But yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to do a lot of walking anymore because it's you know, the pain is unbearable, especially when I step on it now. And my ankle is a bit loose. Don't know what's wrong. But yeah, alhamdulillah for that happened. Alhamdulillah, I didn't, you know, no car hit me and I'm still alive to share my story. But yeah, death can come to anyone at any time. And alhamdulillah, Allah saved me, and you know, little injury here and there, it's not a problem for me. So I'm gonna wait out. I'm gonna wait a little bit until my ankle improves, and then I'm gonna start walking again and try to get in an hour here, an hour there of walking. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. You know, to lose my weight is walking, going to the gym, doing light weights, obviously. And if you've been following my channel, you would have seen a lot of these shorts where I record little sessions that I'm in the gym and I'm doing a bit of weight or running or whatever. That's what I've been doing basically. And most of all, to succeed in your weight loss, and this works for everybody. Obviously, this strategy, which I'm going to share with you right now, it could vary. You would lose weight, but I could be losing a kilo, you might lose half a kilo, and so on. So it really depends on your body. You need to learn about your own body and so on. But what I did start in the beginning of August was prolonged fasting. And I've been only drinking liquids. So I've been drinking coffee, just coffee, and I did have a few energy drinks as well. I'm trying to cut out energy drinks because energy drinks are very harmful to you. They're not good for you. So I'm trying to wean off energy drinks. And I've been drinking like, you know, these energy water and, sorry, not energy water, vitamin water and electrolytes water and all that stuff. Yeah, mineral water, organic milk and so on. But to be honest with you, I need to cut out the energy drinks. And I didn't follow the diet 100% correctly because I did look at the coffee that I was drinking, especially when I was out and on meetings or doing courses and so on. I ended up buying, Costa Coffee and Starbucks and these cold coffees that they sell in the supermarkets as well. A whole liter of you know cold coffee. And when I look at the content of it, it's like they put so much sugar in it. So much sugar, so it takes me out of ketosis straight away. And if you don't know what that means, is when your body starts to burn your body fat instead of sugar. So immediately I said, like, this is absolutely wrong, because when I calculated the calories in these coffees from Costa and Starbucks and the supermarkets where I've been buying coffee, I worked out I was doing about 2,000 calories a day just in coffee. So it's absolutely ridiculous. So I started cutting it out near the end of August. I said, this is it. I got to cut out buying coffee from Costa and Starbucks, and I'm going to make my own coffee. At least I know what's in it. And I've been buying organic coffee. There's a more expensive, obviously. They're more expensive. I'm not going to say it's cheaper. It's far more expensive than normal regular coffee. And yeah, I've been drinking that, and it feels, I feel much better. And it doesn't contain sugar, obviously, because it's zero sugar, or very, very small amount of carbs, and very, very small amounts of, other stuff. But yeah, it just caffeine. Again, caffeine, too much consumption of caffeine is still harmful. So you can't just live on caffeine. And I do also take vitamins as well. Just to show you, this is one of the vitamins that I take, vitamin D. These are just gummies. I'm not. It doesn't actually tell you if it's got sugar inside it, but I need to probably find out about that. So I've got these gummies, and I've got other ones that are multivitamins as well. So I take one of each. One of them, the multivitamin one, you can actually take two a day, and this one says one a day. At times, to be honest with you, I did exceed the dose by mistake. Like I thought, did I take my gummies and these vitamins, and I ended up taking it in the morning and then taking it on later on during the day, just to be sure that I take enough. So it's not a good habit to do that. And if you do take by mistake a few, drink a lot of water, because it will dilute, the vitamins and so on, and then it will extract from the body. So yeah, in case that happens, yeah, this is a way around it. So yeah, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this vlog. Give me a comment or two. Give me some advice. I always welcome constructive criticism. If I've said anything wrong, let me know. I want to improve, inshallah, God willing. And yeah, if you got ideas, or charities that need support or anything like that, put it, make me aware of them, so I can place them on the radar. If I can help them in some way, I will, inshallah. If you can help them, go ahead and help them. Maybe I can teach you some of the strategies how you can start a business. And inshallah, once I do go below 80 kilograms, the next challenge I'm still contemplating on what I should set as a challenge, and who I should invite to come on this challenge with me. It's not so much about like I win or they win or whatever. It's more like a healthy competition between all of us. I mean, you can join the competition now. You can just say, send me a message or leave a comment and say, I want to be part of the competition. Maybe we have a competition. If like build a kilo of muscle a week or something like that. Increase your muscle mass by 1 kilogram a week. And we have a competition. Whoever does, say, 5 kilos in a month or something like that, then he's the winner. Or the first person that increases muscle mass by 10% or something, he's a winner or something. So we can do these healthy competitions. I'm more than happy, and we can have a small financial prize where we donate it to the charity, and we'll also publicly show evidence that it's been donated and to the charity that we nominate for to receive the donation, and so on. So we could do that as well. And yeah, you could say, well, if I lose, I'll pay to your charity that you nominate, and if you lose, you pay to the charity that I nominate, for example. We could do it like that. Okay, just to make it a little bit interesting. And I want to obviously share a lot of stuff. Now, I'm someone that, alhamdulillah, I've done multiple degrees in different subjects. I've done various courses in different areas, from mental health, psychology, you name it, health and fitness. I've done lots of different things online and offline and in classes and in various formats. So I want to share some of that knowledge, and I hope it does benefit someone out there. And if you're someone that wants to study computer science, I give you some feedback. If you want to learn about how to get into banking, you want to learn about banking technology and that kind of stuff, I will give you that knowledge. I'm not going to be selling any courses. I'll give it free of charge. So if I like the challenge or what you want to learn, I create a video about it so other people can benefit as well. Then I'll do that. I'll go ahead and I'll start creating videos in that particular subject, so then everyone can benefit, and everyone can learn, because you might be asking about a certain topic and someone else might be too shy to ask about it, and I could be sharing that knowledge. And we could I'm also planning on this channel to be a little bit different than other YouTube channels. It's always advisable to focus on one subject, so they always give you guidelines, and all the successful YouTubers, for example, they always say focus on one subject. So if you're going to make your channel about programming, so you can't talk about anything else, you just talk about programming. If you want to talk about health fitness, just make a channel just exclusively about health and fitness. Now, what I want to do different is I want to be holistic. And it's not good advice to do that. Okay, I'm going to get a lot of viewers and so on, because people start getting confused what the channel is about. I want to be a bit holistic and say, well, okay, what I want to do, I want to have a channel where I just talk about me as an example. Like, I'm the guinea pig. Yeah, so I was overweight, now I've lost weight. First thing you focus on is your health. Get your health sorted out, and then focus on the next thing, and the next thing, and so on. Yeah, so for example, get your health in order, get your purpose in life, your divine guidance, spirituality in order, get your business in order, your income, financial, get your education in order, and so on. So I'm not saying it, and this is the exact list in that, that's the highest priority and go down, but the highest priority should be health. If you're not healthy, how are you going to serve Allah? You have to understand that you're here in this world, whether you're a believer or not. You are here, you're created for a purpose, and that purpose is you are a servant. You have to live as a servant. You have to be humble all the time. Yeah, don't get arrogant and think you're it and you made it. Doesn't matter how much money you've made, that can all just disappear like that. You can build the highest skyscraper in the world, and an earthquake can come, natural disaster, and everything, you would lose everything. It happens all the time. I've lost a fortune very quickly when I had slight, pride that I could do it. I could touch everything and turns to gold and that kind of stuff. So you get to that once you reach a level of success, and you start making investments, and you start rolling in hundreds and hundreds of thousands a month and that kind of stuff. You start to think you're the man, or you're the woman. You've made it. You're a hot shot. Yeah, you know it, and you tell people to invest in this company and that, invest in that company. But I tell you, I got hit hard. It was a wake up call. And this is the thing that I want to tell you as well. Losers, they always give up. They give up. When they face any adversity, they give up. They always say, I'm not cut out to be a businessman or woman. I'm not cut out to lose weight. Maybe I'm big boned. Maybe I've got bad genetics. Maybe it's something that's inherited. All my friends or family are obese, so I'm going to be obese. All my friends or family are uneducated, so I'm going to become uneducated. No, other people's opinions of you does not matter. Zero. It has no value at all. You create your life. Yeah. So you focus on your life and try to compete against yourself always improve yourself by at least 1% a day. Just anything in your life, just incremental, tiny percentage improvement. I'm not going to say to 1%. It could be 0.001% even. At least you are a better version of yourself today than what you was yesterday. And then tomorrow, aim to improve yourself by a small fraction. And just continue doing that. And for motivation, look at the people that are less fortunate than you and try to help them up. Give them a helping hand. See, when you help other people, somebody else will help you. It's pay it forward. You pay it forward. You help others. Others will also help you in return. Don't expect people to reciprocate. Yeah, so if someone's going through a challenge in their life and you help them, for the sake of Allah, you just do it for the sake of Allah, and that's it. You help them out of their problem. Don't think about what's in it for me. How can I benefit from this person? Forget it. You're supposed to do it for God and God alone. Ignore what's in it for you. Ignore about how much money you can make or ways that you can benefit by helping someone. Yeah, leave it to Allah. You're just doing your purpose. Your purpose is to serve, and that's it. Forget about payment. Payment is from the Creator, not from people, not from the creation. Yeah, and so if Allah accepts it, by His mercy you go to paradise. By His mercy and by His will, He will provide for you in this world. He won't let you suffer. He would remove calamities that might face you. Yeah, so at least you fulfill your purpose. At least you stand in front of the Creator one day and say, well, I did my best. I know I'm not perfect. I made mistakes along the way, and I went off the track a little bit. I went on the wrong road a little bit here and there, but I know I did mistakes, and Allah forgive me for my mistakes and shortcomings, but I tried to do my best, and He knows what's inside your heart. So you don't have to show off. You don't have to tell other people about it. Why I'm telling you about certain things that I've done in my life and certain things I'm doing right now is because I want to inspire you. And that's what I said to you in the beginning of the podcast as well. I want to inspire you to do the same. If you got a channel, got business, whatever, I'm trying to inspire you to also make it part of your challenge. I don't want to keep going on because I have this tendency to just keep talking. I hope I gave you enough in this vlog or podcast, whatever you want to call it. Inshallah, God willing, I'll try to have a few guests next time. Maybe I'll bring on Tamkin Riaz. Unfortunately, he was a bit busy today. Or I'll invite others to also join this podcast, at least get other people's opinion and other people's purpose. But I try to align with positive, like-minded people as well. And inshallah, I will also try to cover some of my... I do a lot of traveling, so... and I always travel to different places, stay in hotels or wherever. So I will also try to maybe share some of that experience as well. Different countries and different cultures and that kind of stuff. I'll try to share some of that. So if people want to one day travel somewhere or do something, at least I'll give them some sort of hints and tips on what to do's and don'ts and places that you might like to visit. Maybe I'll think about doing something like that. Or if someone wants to talk about travel, by all means, I can come and talk to you about travel and different things as well. Okay, I'll leave it there. I went on a bit too long, but yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good evening. Bye. I'm going to stop the stream now.